What a Waste podcast. I'm Lucia Whalen.
Hi, I'm Chris Higgins.
And
Hello.
And we are joined today by Liam Donnelley, Compost King of Chicago. Are you comfortable with me calling you that?
It is most definitely my title.
Is it?
Yeah, I've heard
Well, I did Google Compost King of Chicago to see what would come up. Google AI said, you are unofficially the Compost King of Chicago.
No.
It said unofficially. It said, while there isn't one official Compost King, Liam Donnelley, founder of WasteNot, is a prominent figure often associated with leading Chicago's private composting scene, which I'm curious about the scene. And then under that Google came up a guy. I'm not going to call him out specifically. He seems to have a very small operation in the suburbs, and he identifies as the Compost King.
Yeah, I don't think you can self-identify as the Compost King. You must be crowned. And I will accept Google crowning me as Compost King.
Yeah.
That's the one good thing AI has done.
Yeah, I'll take back all the things I said about AI before this.
Yeah, that's so cool.
That's so cool.
A computer crowned you. The computer was like, "'Tis he."
Our future warlords have crowned you.
That's awesome, dude.
And I accept willingly.
Well, thank you for joining us. I should say that I guess we have sort of like a Nepo situation. I didn't just freely get Liam on the podcast. Our families we were both raised Catholic. Our families have been celebrating Seder together for the past like 30 years. And so that's why I actually had you on the podcast, not to talk about compost, but to figure that out. All right, so we got Liam Donnelley. I'm going to do a quick bio, and it's going to zoom into your face really slowly as I'm saying it. Liam is the president and CEO of WasteNot Compost. He began WasteNot at the age of 15. Yeah, what were you doing? While working at a cafe on Chicago's north side, Liam biked around Chicago picking up people's compost coffee grounds on his bike. And then you eventually grew WasteNot into the largest all-electric fleet in Illinois. You went to Loyola University School of Environmental Sustainability, and you have over 10 years experience in the waste industry. And I did add a note to your bio about our families attending Seder.
Wow.
Yeah.
Holy heck.
You were a child star in the compost space.
Yeah, compost chose me.
Yeah, a compost prodigy, you could say.
Can you explain? So I looked up a little. So you were working in a cafe, highly disturbed by the waste. How did you go from that? So then you started taking coffee grounds home, correct? And composting at home?
Yeah, I've got to go a few steps back, though.
Okay. Give it to us.
We already talked about Oak Park a little bit. But
Yeah.
My dad grew up in Oak Park. My mom grew up in Texas. Somehow both of them were composting growing up. Not something I really knew, but my dad gets more of the credit for this side. He somehow convinced my mom to set up a compost bin in the backyard before we were born. So I have three brothers, and I grew up composting since day one, apparently.
As a baby.
Yes. Yeah.
Good guy. The eggshells go in there, right? Those were his first words.
I like to assume compost was my first word.
Eggshells, right?
Coffee grounds, eggshells, compost. But I grew up composting as a result of my parents composting. Mm-hmm. But we didn't really think about it, right? It was a chore that my brothers and I shared.
Probably resented it at certain points.
Yeah, at certain points, absolutely. Eventually became pretty intrigued by this whole process of food waste, coffee grounds, eggshells, tomato ends, banana peels, just the raw fruits and vegetables back home, turning into really good-looking dirt.
Would you use your family would use the dirt?
I mean, we are Irish, so the full extent went to some potatoes. We probably shouldn't have eaten those, but we did. And then basil for pesto and very Italian, you know,
like a classic backyard garden.
Yeah, I mean it's a Chicago backyard. The finished compost was a great benefit, but I don't think that's why my parents were doing it. I think my parents were doing it because they were raised doing it, and they wanted us to have the same experience. I ended up teaching them a lot more about compost than they taught me. So I did get in the food service pretty early when I was 14. I got into the kitchen at a cafe that was down the street from my house. They were pretty sustainable already. We're talking local, fair trade, organic, seasonal to the point that customers weren't getting tomatoes in the winter. I got to hear a lot of customers upset that there were no locally.
That's sort of hardcore.
Oh, it was hardcore. And they stood on business when it came to sustainability, but I was still lugging hundreds of pounds a week of coffee grounds to the dumpster, and occasionally jumping in the dumpster to pack it down. There's a ticket in Chicago if the lid is open beyond a certain number of inches. So like you'd really want to pack down your material so you don't get that fine. And
really committed employee.
Oh,
can you imagine doing that at 15?
Hell no.
I had a lot of fun.
At 15,
Yeah.
I was getting fired from every job.
I was trying to do
Ever.
the opposite.
I'm doing the same thing at 30 as well.
I try really hard not to get fired from the things I do.
I was jumping into dumpsters, but I wasn't getting paid to do it.
Yeah,
I was packing them down.
Yeah, I
You're missing
did. I was going into dumpsters we did do dumpster diving.
Yeah.
Yeah, big treasures.
Yeah.
For the record, probably an OSHA violation at this point. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But I started taking coffee grounds home. I knew they were good for the compost. I didn't really think much beyond that, to be honest with you.
So you're just taking it to help out your family's
to help
compost.
to help me out.
Yeah, to help you
Yeah.
out.
It was less about the environment at that point, less about the finished compost for the cafe, but more you're a sustainable enterprise. You're doing sustainable stuff. I'll help you a little bit, but I'll help me more was my thought by taking coffee grounds home.
So it's okay to be selfish.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes compost king.
Yep.
Yeah.
No king has never been selfish. I don't know how many double negatives I just said, but it's really confusing. Yeah. You're welcome, everybody.
Thanks, Chris.
I'd like to.
If you want to be a king, you got to be selfish.
I'd like
True.
to say it was for my mom. All right, I'm not going to say it was selfish. I
And
would
that's
admit
beautiful.
to that.
Okay.
It was for my mom.
Everything's okay again.
Yeah, thank you.
Fine.
And really strange thing happened to me. My boss realized I was doing more work composting than I was working in the kitchen, getting paid. And instead of telling me to stop, he instead offered to start paying me to do it.
Whoa.
So that was pretty cool.
Nice.
I think I was 15 at this point, and I wasn't going to say no to getting paid
Yeah.
for doing something I was already doing.
Stealing coffee grounds.
Well, I asked. There was permission.
So when he started paying you, did you still keep the grounds at home, or did you like go, well, let's start our own compost thing?
I kept going to home.
Yeah.
I took over the backyard. I took over my parents' garage. I took over their laundry room.
They must have loved that.
Yeah, it wasn't great. Looking back on it, I feel a little bad. Just like
Your entire property was like covered in coffee grounds.
yeah, there were a lot of coffee grounds. I did outgrow the backyard.
Your parents are like, we're so proud of you. It smells, though. It smells bad.
The coffee grounds they smell pretty mild.
Right.
But you can't compost purely coffee grounds.
No.
There are other things that need to go into the compost to make it work.
Yeah.
I was pretty lucky. I grew up across the street from a community garden that had its own big compost set up. And I asked the manager there if I could start bringing coffee grounds over there. He was ecstatic. He was like, of course we need coffee grounds. That'd be amazing. He didn't realize how many coffee grounds I was talking about.
Yeah.
Eventually he told me that.
You gotta get out of here.
Yeah, we
kid.
can't do this anymore either.
It's too many fucking coffee grounds from you.
I was pushing it. But
You're fucking pushing it, guy. Too many guys. Get out of here. Scram.
It's a lot of coffee grounds.
there was a lot of coffee grounds.
Take
And
your grounds to another garden.
That's pretty much what I was told.
Yeah.
Good luck.
And then what?
Well, by this point,
He was like, also stop drinking so much coffee.
I promise.
Kid, come on. You're drinking too much
You're
coffee.
15.
Yeah. You're all hyped up. You got all this dirt.
Well, I was 15. I was moving hundreds of pounds of coffee grounds a day, and I didn't have a driver's license. So I was doing this in a variety of different methods of transportation. Started with a hand dolly, then a wagon. One day the scrappers got my wagon while I was doing pickups.
Bastards.
All right, the King recyclers over there, they took my buckets out. They left my buckets in the alley, and I came back to no wagon, which is a little sad.
Yep.
All I was doing was unlocking the door to the cafe.
Been there.
Same thing happened to my last wagon. Goddamn scrappers got it.
So
They see a wagon, they're on it like wolves.
I was forced to upgrade. All right. Bike trailer.
Yeah. Sick, like a little dolly on that you attach to the back of your bike.
Yeah.
Nice.
My mom had found this kid's bike trailer. You throw your little child back there.
Yeah, the Burleys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I ripped off the vinyl and put down plywood. And it broke pretty quickly. Apparently babies don't weigh hundreds of pounds. So
Babies aren't hundreds of pounds of dirt.
Of wet coffee.
Yeah. Wet dirt.
But I upgraded that bike trailer. The second cafe we worked with, the owner happened to make custom bicycles, and we arranged a little trade. He would build me a bike trailer, and I would trade him compost service until the bike trailer was paid off, which was pretty awesome.
Wow. At this point, were people paying you for your compost services?
Just cafes.
Okay.
So I had this idea that...
So you were doing it through the cafe at this point?
Yeah, I was employed at each of the cafes I was working at.
Wow.
Which was really, really nice of those owners.
I really wish I wasn't smoking so much weed in high school.
I don't
Hearing
regret
this,
a thing.
I could have started so many businesses.
Yeah, if you started businesses, you may have been, crowned compost
you'd be
queen
some
or
kind of queen of something.
yeah.
And
I would be at war with you.
Just know, heavy is the crown.
yeah.
But
Damn, he said that before.
Damn it. You can have my podcast.
it's true though. Crown gets pretty heavy.
Yeah.
We'll
talk about that compost scene. But biking around, I looked ridiculous, right? I still look ridiculous, but I looked more ridiculous back then. I was like this scrawny 100 and something pound, maybe 106 pounds back then, maybe 113 at my heaviest. And I was biking around with this giant trailer filled with coffee grounds, and I just kept on getting stopped by people in the neighborhood asking if I would pick up from their homes. And I said no to a lot of them. I really didn't get it.
You're like dying.
Yeah.
They're like,
Quick,
hey.
throw dirt on him. Load him up with more dirt, boy.
Yeah, like, did it really look like I could handle any more? Yeah. The answer is probably no.
Yeah. They're like, throw more on his cart.
But during my senior year of high school, a classmate, who's now the co-founder of WasteNot, she called me out for saying no to people that were offering to pay me to do what I was already doing. And also explained to me why it makes sense that people would pay for composting service at their home. It might have to do something with the fact that they don't have 4 boys that they can make do the dirty work, right?
Yes.
Sure.
That's the benefit of kids people don't talk about is in-house labor.
Yeah.
Free labor.
For your compost.
The IRS acknowledges that.
They do?
Yeah, they do. There's tax deduction for that too.
Sick.
The backyard, the lack of a backyard, a lot of apartment dwellers, condo livers. Yeah, condo dwellers.
Condoniums.
Yeah, whatever their name is.
Condonistas.
Condo residents.
Condo lovers.
Yeah. They may not have the space to compost. So there's a group of people out there that want to compost, but don't have the space.
It's hard in the city.
It is tougher in the city than perhaps the country.
Yeah. I would like to, but would I?
You would love it. You will fall in love with it.
I mean, just the only reason I live in a small place and not much room, I'd have to do it outside, but would it freeze in the winter?
I mean, or you could subscribe to
Seems like
I could subscribe
Chris is
to
starting to crack open to the possibility of composting.
Yeah, maybe. You guys
I
don't
told you meeting the compost king would change things.
You guys don't fucking know me.
So then Lauren is starting to change she's bringing the business perspective to your sort of medieval like bike situation.
Your dirt rickshaw.
Yeah, I mean, essentially that's great. Don't trademark that, all right? Yeah, great business name here.
Yeah, it would. You can have it.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking big picture.
Yeah.
Back in high school, I was pretty excited that I had found these cafes that were willing to pay me to do this thing that I enjoyed doing. And then I thought I was going to abandon their sustainability initiatives when I went to college. That was my whole plan, was get paid to compost while I'm in the neighborhood. When I leave the college, say, good luck being sustainable, have fun. And
you were really looking for a CS suckers situation.
Yeah.
You'll miss me when I'm gone.
Yeah. And Lauren's influence convinced me that residential was worthwhile launching as a business opportunity. It wasn't just commercial. And little did I know, residential was going to blow commercial out of the water. The demand for residential composting was where it was at.
Yeah.
Because at this point, Chicago had very few services, right?
Yeah.
Were there any services at that point?
I think there was one.
This is like 2013-ish?
Yeah, they really started, the whole composting scene started hitting Chicago, Chicagoland, I think in like 2012. And it just all started happening at the same time. Little personal story here is I thought I was inventing something when I first started this business. I thought I was the first of its kind. And Then one day, an article was in a magazine that my parents ended up getting, and my dad brought it to me. He was like, "Look, there's another one," and I started crying. I was like, "It's over." I thought I was onto something.
It's hard to not be the main inventor.
Yeah, and fortunately for me, he gave me some really good perspective. He was like, "Wait, no, this is great. Maybe you're not as crazy as we think you are, because if there's others doing it might actually be a business." At this point, and probably still today, my parents thought I was a little crazy. Maybe they knew I was crazy.
You probably had a wild look in your eye at the time.
I was falling asleep in my food, like straight out of the movie. I'd bike all night and then just like collapse.
Damn.
It wasn't good.
Determination.
Yeah. He's like, he seems to be really chasing some demons.
Yeah.
Well, so from there to now, how many trucks do you have?
Our fleet's over 30 trucks.
30 trucks.
Whoa.
How many places do you service?
We service over 10,000 Chicagoans.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Hundreds of businesses.
How many people do you employ?
Just about 50.
Isn't that crazy?
Whoa.
And you're the biggest operation. You're the biggest all-electric fleet in the United States.
We're the largest all-electric waste hauler in the country. That's right. We had the title of largest privately owned electric fleet for a while in Chicago, and then Amazon came in and Jeff took my
That
title.
doesn't count.
He
That
like,
doesn't count.
So I've seen your trucks then. I've seen these trucks around for sure.
Yeah.
yeah, and it took a while to get there. That wasn't overnight.
Yeah.
We've taken no investment. We've recirculated revenue into the business. So it didn't happen overnight.
Right.
And it took some time. And the electrification of the company, we started zero emissions out of necessity. I didn't have a driver's license. That was my only way of picking up. It became part of the brand. The reason that I compost is greenhouse gas emission reduction. Food waste in landfills produces methane. Methane's bad. Most people don't think about it. And composting prevents that production of methane in landfills. That's
Right.
pretty much the origin story of WasteNot right there. I may not garden, but I do care about climate change. And this is a very easy way of personally fighting that.
I think compost is one of the best entry points for anyone into caring about the climate and their impact, because I think it can feel difficult to like see how the systems affect us, but knowing that every time you put food into the trash can, that will become a methane emission
Right.
in a landfill, because it's 17% of U.S. greenhouse gas emissions come from rotting food in landfills. Isn't that
Whoa.
crazy?
Yeah.
And food waste makes up 24% of landfill space.
So I have a question for you. I like when I throw out my coffee grounds, it's like I throw them in the trash, obviously, because I don't compost them.
And you're a bad person.
Bad guy for doing that. I'm going to start after this. But it's pretty watery. Is that like a bad if I'm like sloshing around all the grains or the grounds and like dumping that in the compost?
No, food waste is it's pretty moist.
Yeah.
It's a lot of water weight.
Right.
It's the densest, wettest, stinkiest portion of the waste stream. I need to go back like 2 steps, and I was really happy that Lucia didn't steal one of my favorite lines, which is that composting is the gateway drug to sustainability.
No.
And
No, I knew you were going to want to say that, so I left that for you. I was going to say that.
That's a
Yeah.
good.
but it's true. I mean, it's like really
Yeah.
so many people go about their lives and they don't think they can be sustainable, and then they're introduced to composting and they realize it's not as scary as they thought it was. They get the bucket and then they start thinking about other things.
Yeah.
But it's really wet, to be honest. Like to go back to your question, food waste is very wet.
My compost, I'm going to be real. I should say this. I'm a WasteNot customer. I have sort of brand loyalty, and my compost is pretty soupy each week.
Soupy.
Soupy.
And that's okay. When it gets composted, it's mixed with a bulking agent, carbon. Most of the food waste you throw out is nitrogen rich, and it also happens to be very wet. In order to compost, there's a recipe. It's carbon, nitrogen, and temperature and humidity play a role. That carbon source, wood chips typically, they absorb a lot of moisture, and they soak up that soup.
Wood chips.
Wood chips.
That soup sounds so good.
Yeah. So you pick up people's soup, and then dump it on your own chips.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Just making trash nachos every day. That's cool.
How bad does the facility stink? Because my compost, when I open it to put stuff in it, it stinks. Like,
See,
bad.
compost has a pretty bad reputation for being really smelly. Like, obviously, it doesn't smell great.
I'm only putting pretty much only cabbage in there.
Why? What the hell is your deal with
Yeah.
You're supposed to put cabbage in here.
Yeah, so those like leafy greens that maintain moisture content, they end up being pretty bad, pretty
Yeah.
smelly. Like bok choy, I think, is the main culprit. Every summer, like I can smell
Really?
them. When a bok choy bucket gets opened, I can smell that thing.
such a
It
specific-
smells.
Goddamn bok choy bucket.
Yeah.
Take the bok choy buckets into the different room. Damn you.
I mean, so yeah, it's
That's such a specific skill to have.
Yeah.
I always know when a bok choy bucket's
That's
around.
from some people that enjoy bok choy.
no. I think they didn't
Someone
enjoy
didn't
it.
finish their stir fry
Yeah,
this week.
I think that was the problem. is
Right.
Yeah.
They got optimistic. They bought at the farmer's market or something, and
Does it upset you to see food waste a lot?
so that is a complicated question. You want to talk about? It's one of the criticisms that I think a lot of composting companies get, especially when they post. We get some pretty beautiful photos of waste actually across our Instagram and what we collect, especially in the winter months when we dump it, and they come out as like icicles, compost ice cubes. They're really cool. They hold their form. We'll post pictures of it because it's pretty cool. There will be the commenter that points out a half-consumed avocado,
Right.
and they say, well, that's a terrible thing to be promoting.
Yeah.
And the way I look at it is so many people, when you, for example, you throw your food waste in a garbage can.
Yeah.
It's a black hole.
Yeah.
You throw it in a trash bag. You tie up the bag. You bring it out to your trash. You probably take it out either when it gets full or when it starts to smell. I doubt you're taking it out every day. And you're not thinking about what's going in that bucket, or that bag rather. It's mixed with so many other things. When you have a compost service or composting on your own, your food waste is separated. And for the first time potentially ever in your life, you're seeing just your food waste. And you really start understanding exactly how much you're wasting, what you're wasting, and hopefully you start to think about why you're wasting the things you are. There's always a little bit of food waste, right? Coffee grounds. You're not going to be eating your coffee grounds. I don't think people are turning their coffee grounds into soap on a daily basis.
Is that something you can do?
If
Yeah,
you, yeah,
or you can
it's,
scrub your body with them.
it's like a good exfoliator.
Huh. Fucking hippies.
You're gonna come in so scrubbed up.
Guys, I can't get it off. It's fucking all in me.
So I don't like food waste, obviously.
Yeah.
My main enemy is food waste going to landfills. And then by providing a service that separates that food waste and really connects people with the amount that they're wasting, we connect people to the point where we're weighing, both on the commercial and residential side, we're weighing every pickup exactly how much we're picking up. So you get a number weekly, monthly,
Oh, I didn't know
annually.
that.
Yeah, if you log into your account, you can see
Oh,
exactly
no.
how much weight we've picked up.
Do you have an account?
Yeah.
And how much? You should let.
Yeah,
Yeah,
should
we
look
might
it
put
up.
you on the
Follow-up
spot
episode.
here.
Yeah.
And I think that is a really good tool at working to reduce food waste. Your goal isn't to fill up your bucket.
Yeah.
Your goal is to divert any food waste that you do have from the landfill. But your ultimate goal should be reducing that food waste.
Right.
Yeah, something I hadn't really thought about until preparing for this episode was the ethics of food waste. It's not only the emissions, but also every time we waste food, it's a complete waste of the farm labor that went into that, the water, all of the gas that brought.
Yeah, I thought about that the other day. Like avocado.
It's
that was
crazy
kinda
to
gross
just
looking, and it
throw
was, like,
away food.
Half of the avocado, and it was kind of gross, and I was like, "We fucked up." That's can't eat that.
The amount of
Looks-
energy that
looks
brought that
sour,
avocado to you,
like a
it's
bathtub of
crazy.
water
Yeah.
or
And then we
something
just
like that.
throw it over.
Yeah.
I chuck it over my shoulder into
Yeah.
my own house. It rots on the floor.
You might say, what a waste.
What
Yeah.
a waste! And that's something we haven't
Whoa.
addressed yet. Is waste not what a
Whoa.
waste crossover?
He said the name of the podcast.
Yeah, can I say the name of the podcast while in the podcast? Is that like a Matrix thing or?
Oh, he's good.
He's good.
He's
no,
very
he's really playing 4D chess. Okay, some other benefits that I just wanted to throw out. It does make your trash smell less bad. Honestly, one of the biggest immediate effects of compost is you don't have to take out your trash as much. I don't really take out my trash as much. Also, well, you said this on your website, and this is the only thing I disagree with, less rodent traffic. I think rodent traffic sounds really cool and cute.
So most of the public would
Tiny cars.
most of the public would
Beep, beep.
Mice and rats.
yeah, most of the public would disagree with you. Rodent traffic does not sound cute to the public, nor does it sound cute to the city of Chicago.
You fool. You goddamn fool.
And somehow it ends up being like the number one weapon against composting programs is what about the rats?
Right.
I mean, you would think it's a comedy at this point. You go into something, you introduce a composting program, and they say, what about the rats? You're like, what about the rats? You already have rats? And like, yeah, we have a real rat problem. Like, okay, well, there's probably still going to be rats. I'm going to be honest with you. If you have a rat problem, you're probably still going to have a rat problem. But they're not going for our compost because unlike your trash can, unlike your dumpster, our buckets are sealed. They have an airtight seal. If they really want the food waste, if you're really starving those rodents, they'll chew through it, sure.
Wow.
But rodents are kind of like humans. They end up being pretty lazy. And they would prefer to go for that dumpster that they don't have to chew through. You know, the one with the lid that kind of closes, but not really.
Yeah.
Or the trash can that's been there for 20 years and has holes all over it. They're going to keep going to that one. So yeah, for the folks at the city of Chicago that listen to this, composting reduces rodent traffic. And I think our friends at CDOT will appreciate that
This
too.
is some good clickbait, actually, because I've been trying to get Brian Johnson.
Brian Johnson. Mayor Brian Johnson.
No wonder he doesn't.
Welcome to the podcast, Brian. Can I ask you a question?
No wonder he doesn't want to be on the podcast.
Let's try that one.
Brandon Johnson, I'm crying. Please come on the podcast.
Oh, man. Okay. Take a moment here.
Whatever. I know him.
This shit's so embarrassing.
I've gone birding with his wife. So where do we go on? Where do we go from here?
Brian.
Brian Johnson.
Where are you, Brian?
Do you dream about compost? Do you have compost dreams?
I've had nightmares about compost. I've had dreams about compost. I think a lot about compost. I vacation and I think about compost. It is a problem.
Well, you know, when I was in high school, I had court-mandated trash pickup service because I got caught at a party. And we had to go pick up trash outside of the McDonald's next to the courthouse. They sort of kept it local. Well, the guy who was overseeing everything, he met us there, and he went, "When you see trash, you're never gonna unsee it."
Yeah.
And that's true.
That stuck with you.
That's stuck with me.
Every time you see the trash, that plays in the back of your mind a little bit.
100%.
You ain't never gonna see it. So, I have a question about composting. What's your beef with recycling?
Are you serious right now?
I heard you guys are rivals.
Wait, are you actually asking this?
I
Yes.
heard recycling and compost
Dude, this
are
is the
rivals.
question that gets me in trouble.
Yeah?
This is the question that gets
We're gonna flip
emails
this up.
from @chicago.gov sent to my inbox.
Oh,
Ooh.
Yeah, so it's not a great.
Brian.
Yeah,
I actually was just trying to do a bit about how the nation of compost and the nation of recycling have been at war for a while.
I mentioned nightmares, right?
Yeah.
And I know it's probably going to be a question later on. Something that a lot of people want to know is what do we think about municipalized composting, citywide composting? What do we think about composting for everyone, right? Let's get a green bin to every single person in Chicago specifically, but nationwide.
Yeah.
And I think we tried that with recycling. We rolled out blue bins to every single household in the city of Chicago, and it's not working that well.
We have, a 13% recycling rate?
I'll trust the expert here.
13.
Recycling queen.
Yeah. That's what people call me. I'm not proud of it.
That's what her friend
Because
Brian
the
told her.
rate's pretty bad.
That's really bad.
Composting's biggest enemy is contamination. And contamination makes composting much more expensive than it needs to be. There's been a lot of work recently done on trying to figure out how much of the labor cost at compost facilities and how much of the infrastructure cost at facilities is going to contamination reduction. And it's a lot more than anyone wants. The consumer ends up paying for that, or the municipality if it's contracted out. And I don't think that's what we want. The approach to composting, just like WasteNot's transition from kid on a bike to nice electric fleet, didn't happen overnight. Midwest composting, I don't think will happen overnight, shouldn't happen overnight. It's got to start with people that are into composting, into sustainability,
Right.
willing to show their neighbors how to do it, set that example. And it probably shouldn't be something where you wake up in the morning and there's a green bin that you've never seen sitting on your stoop.
Yeah.
Because some mayor wanted to have the title of citywide composting program rolled out.
Right.
So you're a private business, and I know that there are compost sites that you can drop your scraps off at through the city government. Do you think, like, what is the potential for? Do you think the city should be collaborating with private business? Because there are a few private compost pickup services in the city. So what's the role then that government should play if there are private composting companies?
That's a very good question. And we're fortunate that the city of Chicago has actually rolled out a plan. Give me a second here. Hey, Tommy, what do they call their plan?
Tommy's here.
Their plan? Oh.
Wait, what's that plan called, though? It's a waste something. And this is a great question. We do have beef.
I knew it.
Okay, that's got to be off the record.
You have beef?
Yeah, we do have beef here. Tommy's going to give me the name of this plan, which is going to be really helpful. But the city has published a waste plan that lays out that collaboration is beneficial to the diversion rates for both composting and recycling. If they want to hit their goals for waste diversion, they specifically call out collaboration and partnerships with private entities, nonprofits, those that have been laying the groundwork for years. But they're not doing it.
Wait, let's get Tommy on camera. Get over here,
I can
Tommy.
come in there. Liam, we are talking about here the Chicago Waste Progress Update, short-term priorities, released September 2023.
That one.
Yeah.
Thank you, Tommy.
Thank you, Tommy.
Short-term 2023.
Thank you, Tommy.
Short term published 2023.
2023.
That's right. So collaboration would make the city's composting program stronger.
So it doesn't have to be government only or private only.
No, and we're seeing great success in other cities that have rolled out similar partnerships. So the city of Boston, they're one of the earlier cities to roll out a opt-in citywide composting program. They looked to partner with another composter hauler like ourselves out in that area that had been doing this work for decades, and it's going very well. The city of DC, they did the same thing. They followed suit. They rolled out an opt-in city composting program, and they turned to their resident experts that had been offering a service in the city of DC for years. City of Nashville, same deal. They said, we want to compost. We've never done this before, but we know a company in Nashville that's been offering composting services to our residents for years. And what did they do? They collaborated, they partnered, they hired those companies. And those programs seem to be very, very successful. Contamination is low, participation is high. Participation is going to people that are signing up for the service, despite the fact that the municipality is the one paying for the service in these cases. It is as if it's a city-provided service, but it's being done by individuals that have been laying the foundation for effective composting in urban centers for a long time. And those programs seem to be some of the best programs in climates that get cold. Food waste is wet. Food waste freezes.
Right.
I'm not. We don't really deal with it in our black trash cans in the city of Chicago because we're using trash bags for the most part. But compost buckets will freeze. Compost carts will freeze. It takes patience, perseverance, a little bit of excellence to figure out how to get that compost out. And though we want to eliminate as many barriers as possible to composting. It can't be stinky. It can't be filled with rules that change every couple of years. It's got to be approachable for people. We've got to overcome all the fears associated with composting.
Right.
What fears do you have about composting?
Honestly, just the stink and what to do with it after it like piles up.
Because you live in Lakeview in a smaller apartment.
It's and it's on like the 3rd floor, so it's up top. And we've already got like cats, so there's already stink in there a little bit. You know,
Just pile on some compost.
Not stink, but you know what I mean. I'm just worried about the. Our place smells fine, but
his girlfriend is over there.
Our place smells great.
My apartment smells like shit.
No. I just don't want to like provide more stink.
No, Maeve, it's great.
Like that, literally, stink is a big issue, and then. But I think it'd be like super possible. We're also members of a community garden where we do compost there, but that's all like in garden like waste. So
and you
like
can't put bones in there.
Yeah, they don't want us to bring anything from outside, like from our home there. So I don't know what we would do with. I mean, I guess we would need a service really to pick it up, or we would use the compost for our own like plants and stuff that we grow. Yeah.
You know, you get compost back. All WasteNot members get compost back every spring and fall if they'd like it. So we're not only doing the dirty work and the heavy lifting, but we're actually giving you back the finished product. And that brings the whole process full circle, really allows our members to see what happens to the food waste. And it looks like dirt, tastes like dirt, smells like dirt.
Tastes like dirt.
Does taste like
what
dirt.
I just heard.
It smells like really good dirt, by the way. It looks like really good dirt too, but it's compost.
So that's what people can get that back, like a good little sack of compost.
Yeah.
Like nice little
And about
dirt.
this whole smell thing,
Yeah.
If your trash smells right now,
Yeah.
your trash will smell less.
Yeah.
Your trash probably doesn't have a airtight lid that goes on it.
No.
Your compost bucket would.
You do open air trash, right?
Yeah, and my apartment again smells great.
And then I'm not sure how often you have to clean out your trash can.
Yeah.
But we clean out your compost bucket with every service.
Whoa.
So we're swapping out that bucket
Yeah.
with a clean, empty one.
When it gets to my apartment, I go,
Smell the roses.
Your apartment smells terrible. Worse than mine.
Smells like cabbage.
it does.
Yeah, it smells like cabbage you threw away. Rude.
So if odor's your concern and odor's the barrier to composting, you got to give it a shot.
Yeah.
Because I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. As Lucia mentioned, the biggest takeaway that many of our members have is the fact that their trash no longer smells, that their house smells less because of this compost thing that for so long they thought would bring new odor to their home.
Right. Hell yeah. What a pitch.
What's your vision? If you could create, if your kingdom could fully expand, you take over, it becomes a dictatorship. What would you envision for what would a sustainable world look like in Chicago for you?
Oh man, sustainable Chicago.
You have unlimited money, unlimited resources.
Unlimited money, unlimited resources.
Yeah,
pretty sweet.
Paint a picture of it.
I've been looking for those for a long time.
We have about 50 listeners who will maybe contribute $5.
I'm counting on it. Sorry, Chris, not going your way. That stuff's coming right to me.
My tooth just hit this.
So I think we really got to take a step back and look at the waste management systems that we've embraced in the United States. But I think Chicago can be a pioneer in this sense. And it's going to involve a little bit of what some would view as regression, stepping away from single stream recycling, what so many people have fallen in love with, this blue bin that anything that they think is recyclable can go into. It's a big mess and it's an expensive mess. But multi-stream recycling, multi-stream waste diversion is probably the future I would implement. You've got composting, source-separated organics. That's all food waste, meat scrap, bones, solid dairy, baked goods in a green bin. You've got source-separated glass, a truck that picks up glass only. You've got your cardboard, your paper. You've got your metals, and maybe even plastic recycling. The economics of that are a scary, scary thing on their own. But if we want to talk about waste, going to a source-separated, asking the consumer, asking buildings to separate their waste stream, their recycling stream by type, is very efficient. It's a lot easier for us to do when we're throwing it in the can than it is for the robots and laser beams to do it at the magical MRF.
Right.
Magical Murph.
Yeah, they're magic.
Yeah, I think I do think by people having to separate out their own waste, it does help connect. At least when I have to do it, it helps connect me to it reminds me that like, oh yeah, this is all going somewhere. Because I think a lot about like, what does it take to give people a sustainability consciousness? And the way our systems are created is it's like everything magically disappears. It's like, oh no, I just get to consume as much as I want, and then it just goes to space, probably eventually. And having to realize that it is going somewhere is, I think, one of the best starts.
Right. Yeah.
I think waste is such a good way in.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Fine.
Next episode's about human compost.
What's that?
Like
Butts?
Compost me when I'm dead.
Oh, do you want to be
Both.
composted when you're dead?
I would entertain it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a growing business.
to go into my garden.
Really?
Yeah, Oregon, Washington. I think Oregon, definitely Washington. I don't think it's
Where
legal.
they'll turn you into dirt?
Yeah, they'll plant a tree on top of you after they compost you.
Yeah.
I would grow tomatoes out of your corpse.
Tomatoes don't last long enough. My legacy needs to live on.
Oh,
Yeah.
fun guy.
This is the king you're talking to, you swine. All right, I have a question.
I would grow fungi off of your corpse like a log.
Okay, I'll accept that.
So imagine for us your throne. What would the king of compost's throne look like?
Buckets.
Yeah, I've had a good bucket thrown before. More like bucket wall.
Humble.
But
A simple bucket. A man of the people.
buckets are versatile.
Yeah,
we can save the planet one bucket at a time and flip it over and it makes a great seat. All right.
He has my vote. I know he doesn't need it because he's the king, but god damn it, he's got my vote.
Have you ever partnered with the Bucket Boys?
So this is a great story. Shout out Tommy for making this reality. But one of our great municipal partners, Village of Riverside, has a 4th of July parade. And they've got some bucket drummers that utilize WasteNot buckets to showcase our partnership on the back of a zero emissions float. This thing was pretty cool. They were on a trailer that we turned into a float. Had WasteNot buckets that they were drumming on. It had a big garbage monster on it. It was supposed to be a scary landfill. No methane, and
Dang.
it was pretty incredible. So we'll have to get you
Did
a
you
photo
go?
of that.
No, I didn't get an invite. Tommy.
I don't think you want to 4th of July morning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Lucia's usually blasting rockets onto the sky.
I did see
You
that
know
there,
me.
I
As
did
soon
see
as she wakes up, just all day, just
there
No,
was an
I'm-
earlier
I'm
podcast
just
about
looking out.
4th of July fireworks.
Every 4th of July, I'm doing research into why fireworks are bad.
Yeah, there was a What a Waste earlier, I don't know, July, I would assume.
you'd assume I would know.
Yeah. No,
God
he wasn't in
damn it.
yet.
Yeah, but it was-
he knows about that.
it was-
And
All right,
that. Did you listen to that episode?
It was pretty anti-fireworks.
It was very anti-fireworks.
Whoa.
So
I
Lucia
didn't
is
expect that from you.
no fun, Lucia.
Lucia sucks again. Lucia bums us out once more. All right, now I have
But
another,
I'm laughing.
I have another super important question. What would your crown look like?
Oh, man. Oh, that's tough.
A bucket.
Could be another.
A bucket, I would assume.
Bucket hat would be really cool, but
Oh
that's
my
more like
God.
that's like for war,
Or
Yeah.
the top, just
Bucket
the
helmet.
top
A
of the
battle
bucket.
bucket hat.
A flat top of the bucket you wear. No, I've never seen that on anyone before.
Yeah,
That'd be
because
really-
it wouldn't stay
Yeah.
on their head.
I don't have enough hair to
Yeah.
clip that in.
You need a little bit of dome or something.
Well-
I've never seen that before. Never seen someone
It
wear
just
pretty much a
can't-
dinner
it
plate on their
can't-
head.
It can't be done. But we'll work on it. We've been working on a mascot for a while, and we'll try to figure out how to.
I've never seen that before about something of course no one would ever do.
That's what fashion is. That's literally what fashion is.
We're
Right,
missing
right.
the Sustainable Fashion Night thing tonight.
Are you really?
Yeah, but I'm
Thank
here.
you, guys.
I'm here with Lucia instead.
Well, now you know what to wear for next year.
The bucket costume. I think I'd get kicked out pretty quick if I showed up wearing a bucket. I don't think
Fully
I'd be
nude and just the hat.
I don't think I would be welcome.
Yeah.
They might actually dethrone me, take my crown.
The king wears no clothes. The emperor wears no clothes. Do you guys get the
the
reference?
emperor.
We're not doing
Yeah,
that.
I got that.
All right.
If that makes it to the podcast, I won't be able to
Cut that
publicize
out.
this.
Cut that out.
I think you've changed Chris's life.
I'm gonna compost.
I hope I have changed the listeners' lives as well.
We're
You've changed the
composting.
listeners' lives. My life was already changed. I don't know how much more I can change, but I'm always open to transformation.
I'm gonna be collecting my food scraps in my beautiful smelling apartment. Mm-hmm. It always smells good no matter what.
Maeve.
That's been me.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for this amazing collab. Years in the making. I'll see you the day after Christmas. We go caroling. Our families go caroling.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's
really
called
fun.
renning.
It's called
by the
renning.
way.
Renning?
Renning. It's an Irish thing. We put a potato on a stick.
That potato gets composted. I promise.
Okay, good. Fucking better.
High five. Thank you for joining us.
You're not composting.
That's what you
it,
get for
man.
making.
Oh, fair enough. He doesn't. He wouldn't.
Sign up for WasteNot Compost. Unashamed to plug that. Also, WasteNot has other opportunities, right? Or you're doing other stuff. You serve coffee. You make coffee.
We've got some really cool programs going on. Like I mentioned, composting is the gateway drug to sustainability. Not only do we offer probably one of the best composting experiences you'll find anywhere, we offer source-separated glass recycling, soft plastic recycling, and a really cool refill program. You can get your coffee beans delivered in a refillable container that we swap out and clean. You can get your granola, your pasta.
You make deodorant.
We can get deodorant.
Are you still doing that?
Yeah, we're not making it. We leave that to smarter people.
Liam's making deodorant. That's for all
You're
the
making
waste.
deodorant, huh?
Yeah,
Perfect.
so if you want to bring sustainability into your life conveniently, that's where WasteNot comes in.
And if you could change the world in one sentence, what would it be? You have to decide. You have to say it. Come up with it now.
That was not fair. It all starts with compost.
Wow. And that was
Wow.
correct.
That's what I was gonna say.
That was really amazing. Well, thank you for joining us. Welcome back to What a Waste podcast. Anything you want to plug?
Come hang out with me sometime.
And check out the Buddy System podcast.
Apparently, this was not a special enough
Buddy
podcast.
system. Yeah, I love this. I love this podcast. This was great. Thank you so much. You've changed. I have to get in
Yeah.
a fight with my girlfriend later about composting. I have a podcast called the Buddy System Pod, and thanks for having me on, Lucia. You'll probably see me again.
Friendship.
Bye.
Yay. That was great.